And you mean to tell me you're gonna get up and go down to Florida and make a bunch of crackers mad? We know this stuff is all fake. We know that they sent Jesse down to him and Al Sharpton. You see what I'm saying? Y'all need to string that nigga up. Y'all need to call for that nigga death. Y'all crazy as hell. You think goddamn Al Sharpton is virtuous? Oh, y'all motherfuckers out of y'all mind, everybody get quiet now. See now? You motherfuckers in war, you can't be bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers crazy as hell. See, we talking war here. Even damn Coakley told you that Al Sharpton getting ready to take Jesse Jackson's place, right? And what happened? All of a sudden, Al Sharpton's going all around the country like Jesse Jackson. Then Jesse Jackson getting ready to get set. I said, I'm retiring. And now Big Fat Al is out there. And y'all falling for the okie joke? Every time I come to New York, I hear some black person telling me how Al Sharpton a damn agent. But yet you all let that nigga come up in UAM with that dumb shit every damn Wednesday. Y'all can't be bullshit. You either gonna be real or you ain't gonna be real. Now either the man an agent or he ain't. Now you know they don't put no real deal niggas on TV. All of a sudden he on the Chris Rock show. Motherfucker done got skinny. That motherfucker hair is laid. His shit looking like Oprah now. You know Al used to have that chorus. You know Al used to have that chorus hot cone shit. Now Al Sharpton shit is bouncing and behaving. Come on now. Y'all black motherfuckers know a nigga with a good perm and a nigga with a kid they put in at the house. You know, now come on now. You see some people, you say that motherfucker that got, you see some sisters, you say, that sister that got some money. Her shit is refined. Her shit looking like Elizabeth Taylor. Now Al Sharpton got that hot cone shit in 88. All of a sudden, Al Sharpton shit, motherfucking shit looking like, shit looking like goddamn Ron O'Neal shit. Fucking super black. He looking like a nigga from India. I'm a nigga from India. Some black motherfucker with shiny hair. This shit look like a nigga from India. Y'all let this nigga come around y'all. You let them niggas come around y'all and have the audacity to come around you all and play on your intelligence like that motherfucker give a damn about you. He the next Jesse. So then Jesse say, hey man, I'm gonna pay the woman 10. You ain't had a job in damn. You ain't never had a job, but you gonna pay a woman $10,000 a month. You gonna pay a woman $10,000 a month. You gonna put $40,000 down on a damn house, a $200,000 house, and your wife ain't got no fucking attitude. Since when you know a goddamn black motherfucking black woman who ain't got no attitude, and you done put your hoe up in a house for $40,000? Are we crazy with this mess? We ain't talking about the black people, black woman we know. There ain't no negotiation. You buy a woman a goddamn candy bar the wrong way, and your woman gonna catch her attitude. Why the fuck you buying her candy bar for? You know? I was getting on the subway down in Atlanta one year. Ginger like, goddamn, man, be creative about it. Looking at the woman's ass, you at least need to be creative about the shit. She said, I look at 5 niggas all day long and you never catch on. Your ass gonna turn, oh! Now, do you actually believe that another black woman gonna let her man pay another motherfucking woman $10,000 a month? We don't care nothing about your damn baby. You better get that motherfucker a Similac plan. Now you government, you can get her the best welfare shit there is. You believe this shit? Her man is paying his hoe off $10,000 a month. $40,000 down payment on a house, and his woman ain't got no attitude. She looked like she just came back from the pearly gates. And then all of a sudden, Al Sharpton on down Chris Rock. See what I'm saying, how this bullshit is going down? And y'all sit there and let that old stink-ass nigga come before you all, and you all ain't stoned him yet. Or he can walk right up in the country shit. You up in here goddamn supposed to be scientists, you gonna let a motherfucker with one of the best fucking goddamn perms in the world come up in your shit and say, I'm a part of the liberation struggle. And y'all won't say shit, because it's UAM. See what I'm saying? Don't you understand that a nigga can't be in UAM on a Wednesday night? You understand what I'm saying? And be on fucking damn CNN on Tuesday. You understand? You understand where I'm coming from here? This is the science that's going on. So that whole Jesse stuff, all that crazy stuff to get you off track. You see? Let's go on. All right. A few other things we got to deal with right now. The jazz thing came. It was actually a good documentary. But they still took that shit from like jazz is an American art form. Come on, man. Come on. Niggas couldn't even, you singing in the club and you gotta goddamn go out back and take a damn piss. And jazz is American. I'm looking at this shit saying, wait a minute, is this the shit coming from the planet that I lived on? And hell, I'm young. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the niggas in the 30s and the 40s, and we're gonna hear this shit. It's a negotiation between people and it's democracy. I'm looking at goddamn Whitney. I said, this the motherfucker that said in in the early 90s that he don't even respect white players as being jazz artists. This is the same nigga that said that he didn't even respect white players as being a jazz artist, and all of a sudden he missed a Yankee Doodle Dandy. This nigga said, now let's see this is based on science and knowledge and logic. They say that Fletcher Henderson and Chick Webb invented swing. And Louis Armstrong set up the prototype for it with his homie. But yet, they say Benny Goodman becomes the king of swing.
That's right. That's what they say.
But he bought Fletcher Henderson's songbook. They say your shit sounds fucked up. You better go to Harlem, you better go get a songbook. And Fletcher Henderson fell on a hard time because he graduated from Clark Atlanta University, came up to Clark College, came to Columbia, big band leader, fell on hard times. He sells his old tunes to Benny Goodman, and Benny Goodman comes to King of Swing off of playing a black man shit. And then he goes up into Harlem to battle against Chick Webb, and Chick Webb and then cut his ass in two. And then here come Whitney. Well, white people buy the most jazz records. They go to the most concerts. It stands to reason that he would be the king of swing. I said, is this nigga crazy? But it's the key. It's the key. What's your boy? Saxophone player, Charlie Parker. His white wife. Well, she was a little cute little girl. See, that's what you get. See, at least he died before he saw the tragedy. You know, she was a cute little big-knit, Paris-looking hoe with black hair in the 50s. You seen that motherfucker when she was talking to you? Looked like a damn turtle. I said, oh shit. Face done foul. Looked like something from another species. But listen, E.T. looked just like E.T. Look, check this shit out. Now look at the science on this. She said Charlie Parker was clean for 6 months. She said he goes to the Rothschild's house to lay down and take a nap and never wake the back the fuck up. His wife, the white woman, he can this same Jimi Hendrix shit all over again. She said he's clean for 6 months, but he goes to the Rothschild's house. The Rothschilds, you know who that is? That's the Illuminati. He kicks back on the bed and goes to sleep watching some TV and never wakes the fuck back up. Okay? All right. Took that nigga right on out. Just like they took Otis Redding out. Just like they took Sam Cooke out. See what I'm saying? Now, if you go and you look at Jackie Wilson and listen to Elvis Presley, they're almost identical. Jackie Wilson is copied, and they don't even talk about Jackie Wilson at all. They don't even mention him. Oh, he married a white girl. All of them do. That goes to territory, bouncing and behaving. But they don't even talk about him because Elvis Presley copies his shit to the T. But they take him out, take Otis Redding out, take Marvin Gaye out, take, what's his name, and put him in a wheelchair. Teddy Pendergrass. Take Curtis Mayfield out. It ain't by coincidence. You see what I'm saying? What's your boy, Joe Tex? He dies, but when Joe Tex was affiliated with the Nation of Islam and honored Elijah Muhammad, damn right, all of a sudden he mysteriously died. See what I'm saying? Now, George Clinton, guess what? He done married to Miss Rothschild. What? George Clinton got a white wife called Mama Rothschild. George Clinton. This shit is fucked up. Gil Scott Cameron, the revolutionary motherfucker, got him a Miss Ann, white girl. It's the end of the world. Now I say, now wait a minute, now I'm gonna cut my head off now. Gil Scott Cameron got a white girl?
He always had one, man.
This shit is crazy.
I know it's just the 70s.
We down in Atlanta chilling. A little place called the Fine Flying Biscuit. Got some good ass food. We up in there chilling, getting our eat on, like we Parisians and shit. Who walks in with a white girl? Professor Grill.
White girl.
I said, wait a minute. It's the end of the world. Professor Grill walks in with a white girl. We go back a month later, me and my brother, we go to the record store next to the place. He walked in the record store with the same white girl. You see what I'm saying? Professor Grill. This is the end of the world. There's some crazy shit going down. John, can you believe George Clinton? And he got the nerve to be married to a Rothschild. Yes. Yes. But the point here is you got to understand this. They killed Charlie Parker. Straight up Jews. They killed him. This stuff is some amazing stuff. Let's go on. Let's go on. Let's see some other stuff we got to deal with here. Okay. I mentioned in 99 that Viagra was made from melanin. The Viagra was made from melanin. I mentioned in 99 that Viagra was made from melanin. Okay. They had an article in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution in November about how they was giving these white guys, injecting their skin for melanoma or whatever, sun rays or all this stuff based on some skin therapy with melanin, and they came down with heightened sexual libido and sexual whatever. This is proof. You see, so now I'm up in Texas. I'm telling them about the melatonin was made from the melatonin, tell them it's made from Negroes. One guy says, no, melatonin is different than melanin. I said, wait a minute, we got to play on words, because I got a book from 1980, Kenneth Rayner Johnson's book, and everything that Richard King says about melanin, he says the same thing about melatonin. I said, it's a play on words. Yes, the melatonin pills is different once they take it out of the body. We do know that. But they get it from Negroes. He said, no, it's bovine. But I pulled out the book. Remember I told you about this book? Melatonin, the last time, your own body's natural defense system. Your body's natural defense system. No, your body's natural wonder drug. Melatonin by Russell J. Reeder, Ph.D., R-E-I-T-E-R, and J.O. Robinson. And in this book, they said it took 2,500 cows to make 100 milligrams of pineal extract, which is a tenth of an aspirin. That means for one damn shelf of that shit, they got to kill up half the cows in America to get one shelf in a damn supermarket. But in the movie, I Come in Peace, they say 1 ounce of endorphins. And endorphins is melanin. They say 1 ounce of endorphins will make 1,000 doses. See? So 1 ounce of endorphins will make 1,000 doses. So I put the book on his ass. Well, I still say it ain't melanin. I said, look, nigga, put the spray, melanin spray, melanin suntan lotion. It says melanin spray. This is Target. They said, fuck, we ain't doing them. We gonna put melanin on this shit. Put that in the nigga face. Or do you know Richard King? I said, look in his second book. I'm on the first page of his second book. So you ain't dealing with no Rudy Poop niggas here. Okay, check this out. Come to find out that the melatonin pill was made by mistake. They so happened to find out about it by doing something else. A couple of years before, because melatonin pill really started coming out in mass in 94. About 10 years before, 10 or 11 years before, what they did was they put melanin in the crack cocaine. That's why fuck niggas up. This shit got melanin in it. It's in the movie. It's also in the movie called Bringing Out the Dead with Nicolas Cage. And in the movie they said in 1990, they said the country was gripped by a substance called Red Death. But what they do is they'll put another form of drug and you can't catch them. They said heroin mixed with amino acids. But they say heroin mixed with amino acids. You see what I'm saying? This is what they said. Heroin mixed with amino acids, they call it Red Death. It's in the movie Bringing Out the Dead. So if you know the science, cocaine mixed with amino acids. Amino acids is what? Melanin is all from the whole amino acids thing. Okay? So they put melanin in the crack cocaine. And after being successful with the rock, this white pill, with black people, they say, hey, we can use this shit for a regular drug. And it's from the It was from the crack cocaine success that they came up with melatonin pills. You see, they came up with melatonin pills. Very key. Let's go on. But the Viagra and all that stuff, same thing. Now, you got your singing ceremony recapping April 23rd, 1994, which polarized Saturn and Jupiter. And we talked about this for years. Polarized Saturn and Jupiter. All this time, you got this, you got the shoemaker leaving 9, you got all this stuff that's going on at the same time. The residuals of that was the grand finale of the eclipse and all this stuff that is going down. The black hole in Sagittarius, you see what I'm saying, which is the same ship behind Hale-Bopp that them niggas killed themselves from. Which the same ship behind Hale-Bopp, Zechariah Sitchin says, comes from Sagittarius. Comes from Sagittarius. Okay. All this is going on the same time. They gotta shut down stuff and say history on hold. Meanwhile, they do a whole ritual. They do a whole ritual. Now, this is what goes on here. I'm down in Atlanta. The first of the year, I go to a damn conference, the Gathering of the Masters. All of a sudden, Khaled is in the conference, and Khaled said that Henry DiBernardo tipped him off to get in the conference. So at first I said, oh well, what the hell? I said it's on the phone. I said, well, cool. Let Khaled come to the shit talk. We might need something to light a fire under somebody's behind. You know what I'm saying? Like he got anything to do with metaphysics, but still, yeah, what the hell? You know. So, we get to the conference. Conscious roster, you see down there, whole lot of stuff. Henry DiBernardo, a whole crew. We get in the conference. I do mine on Friday night. The other time does his before college. He presents before college. College gets down. They want to invite the fucking Atlanta Journal-Constitution shows up at the paper. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution shows up at the doggone conference. Now we done had several conferences down there. We ain't never got no Atlanta Journal showing up. I done did dozens and, I mean literally, close to probably 50, 60, 70 lectures down there since 92. Never have no paper showing up. I did about 3 conferences down there in Atlanta, never no paper showing up. All of a sudden the paper shows up. So Sister Delbert is working the door. She comes in. She said, the paper out here. What should I do? I said, what? She said, I said, well, don't let the motherfuckers in on no cost. She goes back. She says the same thing. This shit don't feel right. We ain't letting them in. Girl get on the cell phone from the paper, dials Khaled. Khaled comes out and say, I invited the papers. First of all, you beg your way into the damn metaphysical conference. You see what I'm saying? He comes back and says, I invited the paper. So we're going to talk about the Mumil thing. You know, H. Rap Brown. Not Mumil Bone. H. Rap, what's my man's name? Alahim. Whatever that shit is. H. Rap Brown shit. So she says, no, we ain't letting no paper up in here. You see. supposed to show up because I do my thing on Friday night. I show up anyway because the Spirit said you need to show up. Because I'm watching The Godfather, and they got the shit your boy Fish on there, and they say, whoever invites you to the damn meeting, to set up the meeting, that's going to be the person to betray you. I said, damn, this is some shit going on. I said, man, that's just profound. I said, I just need to go to the conference. And Ginger said, yeah, I think we just need to go. Because I was going to chill and come back the next night. Okay. We get to the conference. All the Black Panther ones looking at that old shit. Just looking at us and all. She's like, you see the motherfuckers eyeing us and stuff. But it's interesting. Before we go to the conference, this pretty black dog shows up on our front step. You're so pretty. I said, oh man. I said, shit. I ain't got no money to feed no fucking animal. I might keep this nigga here. Be like my grandmama. You motherfucker don't learn how to eat grits. Goddamn Irish Shaw had. We had a dog named Frisky and Bronco. And them motherfuckers ate what she ate. These bastards gonna fuck our folk. They gonna learn how to eat this grits. See that nigga some pork leaves or some shit. He gonna learn how to eat this pork leaf. Irish Shaw feed all that shit. And them motherfuckers ate it. Nutter butter, peanut butter. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Captain Crunch. Frisky Brown ate the Captain Crunch. Count Chocolate, Frankenberry, all that shit. But we ate in the goddamn morning, they ate. So I said, I might keep this motherfucker. Feed him some Frankenberry. Well, this day is tofu when I feel vegetarian. Curry shrimp. No, you know not. No, I ain't giving no dog no curry shrimp. Fuck that. So, Ginger says, well, it's pretty. It's strange because that same pretty black dog was on the side of the road dead when I was jogging this morning. But he's alive. We feed him, man. He's slopping up stuff like he ain't ate in years. I said, that's about like a damn motherfucker that just came back from there. He would be a little hungry. But she said, that dog was dead. That dog was dead this morning when I was jogging. Because I said, it's a pretty black dog. That's Anubis. And Anubis, the god of the dead. The dog, the guy's dead. And I said, we going to the conference. I said, that dog is gone because we done fed that dog. You know how that shit go. You feed him, you ain't gonna get rid of him. Yeah. And I done fed him some premium shit. You know. Some fucking butterball, honey roasted and smoked turkey. My good shit. Honey roasted and smoked. Make you cry. Wheat bread. You know what I'm saying? I done fucked around and gave him the honey roasted and smoked turkey. So, he's falling off in there eating premium stuff. So, I said, well, if this dog is here when we come back, if he gone when we come back, after that good ass premium shit, we know that that's a spirit dog, ghost dog. Okay? We go to the conference. For some reason, I'm not supposed to show up. Because they were going to really let my ass have it. Gonna really let me have it. Okay, we go there. He starts off, the earth is 99 billion miles from the sun and 6 sextillion in the blood and the that same old Nation of Islam shit he been talking years. Now I told the people on the tape the night before that me and Ginger get up, we ain't making no goddamn bed. I said, why? Because we are God, so this is unconventional. So if I don't feel like making no bed, I don't make no bed because I don't give in the laws of motherfuckers. So we ain't never made no goddamn bed. Now I go to your house, I might make a bed. Or like Clemson this time, I said, well, we're running late, so I
Thank you, Bob.
I put the couch down, I put the pillows back on, and then I folded up the quilt. And then I said, man, I'm gonna let I balled up the sheet, placed it up there. You know, placed it up there. So I said, I don't make up no damn bed. And I still don't make up my bed. I'm a god. I ain't making up no bed. Ginger didn't make up no bed. That's all I said. And I was trying to give the people a metaphysical link to say we got to break out of this conventional way of living. So he get up there, Bobby and Ginger get out of bed kicking cans. That's what they're calling saying. We love the brother. I said, now wait a minute now. I'm saying to myself, now wait a minute now. Farrakhan give you his ass to kiss for 6 years. Don't show up at the hospital when they shoot you. And you don't say nothing.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You don't say a damn thing.
Right.
We're going to go into the conspiracy tonight. You don't say nothing. You gonna come up and say, I kick the cans in the bed. I said, what kind of shit is this? But we showed up and he couldn't really say anything. He really didn't really get nothing off. So then, Valentine was talking about some mistress of Mars. And the man on Mars. Fuck it. I don't want to hear about a motherfucker talking some shit about a man on Mars. We need to be talking about some black people down here, the Black Army. I said, now wait a minute, now hold on. That's going against the teaching of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that Master Farad Muhammad was talking about the man on Mars, and he put some water in a glass and showed him a damn silhouette of a man on Mars. That's what damn Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that Master Farad Muhammad showed him in 1932. So you're going against Master Farad Muhammad and Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So he gonna tell, well, goddamn Valentine talking about the man on Mars, motherfucker, we need to be doing some shit down here. Bobby's a beautiful brother, but we gotta call him out. You all get so far into the metaphysics and all this. I said, it's a metaphysical lecture. I'm just sitting here. Because see, what's happening here is something spiritual going down. Because all the goddamn agents getting ready to get fished out. Okay. Well. Alright. So he really couldn't get nothing off. Really couldn't get it off. Okay. This damn gum done got food on me. I'm twisting this shit. Now. I'm looking at this thing saying, well, I just talked to damn college a week ago. He didn't say nothing. Okay. So Deborah called and said, look, he's supposed to be the moderator to the conference. He's supposed to be the moderator to the panel discussion tomorrow. I'm setting him down. I'm going to put Juanit Shabazz up. He's from New York, but he on the radio down in Atlanta. So I get there that morning and Juanit says, we're going to get to the bottom of this thing that happened last night. I said, really? I said, no, really, honestly, Khaled made a fool out of himself. He didn't talk about nothing. He didn't talk about, he's supposed to talk about H-Rap Brown. He didn't talk about that. He just rapped and rhymed a little bit and got off the stage. I said, didn't drop no science or nothing. I said, actually, he did himself then. I said, really wasn't nothing. He really didn't say nothing against me that bad. He made a few comments and stuff, but he really didn't do nothing. So I said, look, I said, Ronnie, now you know our people. We're going to drop some profound shit in today. If our people hear one ignorant thing, what they're going to do is they're going to take the ignorant shit. Because we children like that. I said, so we're going to let this go. So, I do a lecture, whole time, I'm doing my rebuttal. The Black Panther up in there cheering me on, they don't know I'm doing my damn rebuttal against their leader. Yep. Okay. They come into place. I got the babies all over the place. I I set up the ritual room because I had the lecture before. So I got the babies in the place. I got a big old glass of Maya's room sitting there. College sits down right behind the damn Maya's room. I said, ain't this a bitch? You done come into my ritual room. Juanita Bass comes up and says, the same guy that I told that we're not going to get into this, he comes up and says, oh, I think we need to get into this again about what happened last night. I said, wait a minute. Nothing happened. I said, wait a minute, this ain't no press conference. And I said, now I'm going to fuck these niggas up. I'm going to go preaching on their ass. I said, we're going to follow parliamentary procedures, a protocol. The panel discussion says discussing solutions for the millennium. Okay? For the millennium. And we're going to go by that. People's like, yeah, we want to know his solutions. So, it was so smooth, it just messed them up. Next thing we know, there's a brother outside selling books from Chicago. He ain't been in the lecture at all 3 days. All of a sudden, he runs up to the microphone and goes, I think that we need to open up the floor and discuss this thing between Colin and Bobby. And listen, what the fuck going on here? I said, maybe somebody radioed in. Better get your ass up in there. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. It's your time to get up in there. This nigga comes from the book case. From selling his books outside, he ain't been in the lecture at all. 3 days.
I came up behind him and tried to squash that.
Yeah.
After he said that, if you remember, I came up behind him and said, listen, you know, this is about solutions. And
exactly. And we got the shit all on tape.
Right.
Everybody down there on that damn side was in the conspiracy except Laila.
That's right.
Right.
Everybody on that side had me, Phil, and Sister Audrey on the other side of the table. Everybody else down there was trying to work this shit for some orders under the behest of some prophet somewhere. Or whoever running shit. So this nigga Yoel said, yes, you better get inside. Them niggas is fucking up. So Yoel comes, he done beat out everybody question and answer. People been in the damn the conference 3 days, he gonna work from the book stand. This nigga coming in from outside. We need to get on top of this. I said, wait a goddamn minute. This ain't no press conference. I don't know none of these goddamn niggas up in here no shit. You know how every time somebody do something wrong, some niggas like, I need to apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like George Rogers. Remember that old asshole gonna buy some crack cocaine with a goddamn check? Remember that shit? I want to apologize. I say, this ain't no damn press conference. You gonna do the shit, you gonna do it without me. And the people like, oh, hell no. So we get down there. Conscious Ross is talking about the greatest motherfucker in the world is Einstein. And then Phil Valentine, because my father's a doctor, so Phil Valentine ain't valid, because my goddamn papa a doctor. So Phil Valentine, his shit ain't valid. So Phil squashed his little shit. Squashed his shit. I said, look at this shit going on. Okay. Then they failed doing it. Couldn't really get it off. But then the funky stuff started happening. All the agents start getting blown up one by one. So Conscious Rasta comes up here, admits that he called Colin. We got it on tape, so we don't have to say no shit. Colin need to go jug Conscious Rasta up the ass. Because Conscious Rasta came and said, this is what he said. I called Colin, and we decided to go down to the conference in Atlanta and sabotage the conference. Now, what he didn't realize is, first, I knew the conference was going to be sabotaged about a month before it was sabotaged. Phil knew it was going to be sabotaged because the word was out. They was going to sabotage this shit, too. And one sister from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, said, you're going into a dinner rattlesnakes. He said, his words is, he said it right here, wasn't it in this room?
Yep.
that I called Colin, and we both went down to sabotage the conference in Atlanta. Say why? Because I don't like metaphysics. And so the crowd, he jumped on his ass. Okay. Then it gets funky. Colin says that Hemmitt DiBernardo is the person who turns him on to go down and sabotage the damn conference. He said he's the person that tipped him off. Hey, brother, they're having a conference down there. You need to be in there. Well, wait a minute, Hemmitt DiBernardo. Mr. Hailbach man. This is metaphysics, motherfucker. You're supposed to know that. How the hell what has Colin got to do with metaphysics? And why would you want Colin up in this shit? Okay? Alright? So, this thing, so now we got Conscious Roster on tape admitting that he and Colin came down to Atlanta to sabotage the conference. And I want to know, where you going to go in a conference amongst black people? I don't give a damn if it's a blues festival. I don't give a damn if it's a Christian festival. I would be wrong to go up amongst black people in whatever they doing. If they doing it and getting off on it and try to sabotage their shit. I don't give a damn if I didn't even like the ideology. We're talking about, but the people in the audience shouldn't suffer based on, you don't like the ideology, based on some fucking professional spat. Or this shit is some government shit. Now, so we got Conscious Roster implementing. There's a coup d'etat between him and Colin. We got it on tape. Alright? Conscious Roster goes up to Detroit. Mentions to somebody in Detroit that I call him a clone. I said, I said, wait a minute. He mentioned that to Phil. I said, Mr. Stink Man, I don't know who you are. We didn't know who the fuck you were 2 years ago. I don't know nothing about you. You come with 400 books. I can barely print a motherfucking newsletter or a damn little old Xerox shit without motherfuckers coming from around Kinko's looking. And yet you got 400 damn books in print. You come out of nowhere saying that Einstein is your greatest person. I said, Mr. Stink Man, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. All I know is I had a lecture up here last year, and you got on a damn station wagon and drove up this motherfucker for free to open up. And you the one that was on Strange Universe, a TV show, okay, and sightings and all this. Now, he said that I called him a clone. Then he calls Laila crying. Bobby called me a clone. Laila said, this shit done got out of hand. He calls Delbert. Is Bobby called Conscious a clone? She said, I don't know how I'm going to call him. And I said, I don't even know Conscious Roster that well. What is going on here? Okay. I fly to California. I see Conscious coming up to the little, they got a little place. The little place they do on Friday nights. A little place they all go to, a little vegetarian restaurant on Crenshaw. I go up there. The Good Life. They have Conscious speakers there on Friday nights. So I see Conscious Roster coming up. It's in LA. I see him coming down the street. The Spirit said, that nigga come down and he hugged you and greet you, and it was just a day. It was the day before he was crying. See, to me, if you call Laila Africa crying about me calling you a clone, you're going to see me the next day. Seems to me you're going to be upset.
I'd be upset.
If you crying to Conscious, you can't crying to Laila Africa the day before, on a Thursday, on a Friday, you're going to be upset. I said, that nigga come up and greet me with love. I know some shit. Is that Bobby Hemmitt I'm seeing? Oh, brother. So Brother Marcus and them out there say, oh, we got leave California. He new to y'all. We got some deal on that, brother. Okay, going on. First of all, he says in the lecture, when he comes here to New York now, he says we will know in 6 months how this shit gonna go down. Well, wait a minute. Carly goes in a conference, he hardly says anything, we squash it. Didn't he say that on the tape?
Yep.
We will know in 6 months that, so motherfucker, y'all working for somebody. He can't get no lectures in it, because the nigga called me up one day and say, hey, Bobby, I'm doing a memorial and a celebration for Martin Luther King, and I want you to come and drop some knowledge or be in a... I said, do you know what I do? I said, do you know Martin Luther King is my enemy? You know, I don't make no bones about it. Fuck King. That's why they get ready to put that damn statue in the mall in Washington, D.C. And why is they got every damn street in America named after him? In states where they don't even have black people. And you know right now, you can damn get a cure for salmonella poison. And they won't even name a chicken bone after you. And yet all of a sudden there's a damn name on all that shit. That's a conspiracy. I said, Martin Luther King? I said, I wouldn't be damn caught dead in something with Martin Luther King. Are you crazy, man? Trying to get me down with some Martin Luther King shit? Oh, you like Jesse now. You running everything. You know what I'm saying? So, going right along. He said, we will know in 6 months. Now, hold me to that, because I'm going to show you what happened 6 months later. Tell you what happened. But going on. Some brothers from Florida. Because they sent the other time to tape. You know, they sent me to tape. Some brothers from Florida come in. They invite Henry D. Bernardo down to Florida. So now this shit ain't... They can't say Bob and Hemmitt up there talking shit about him, because them motherfuckers is cold busted on video. And I ain't had shit to do with it. I said this damn conference called out the agents.
Why didn't you show themselves in the film?
Huh?
Why don't so-called revolutionists or bullshit artists show themselves? They might have been the agents.
That's what I'm trying to say. You right on it. Look. Let me show you something here. Oh, you talking about the people who
made the film?
It was right there. They did show themselves.
No, they never did.
Yes, they did. The brother right there, Jelani, was on the film.
Yeah, Jelani.
Jelani, you didn't see him. Jelani was right there. He showed himself on the film. No. You was thinking it was another. Jelani showed himself on the film. You just didn't know who he was. We happened to lecture for the guy, or we happen to know. I'm going there on Tuesday. So, you just didn't know who it was, but he was in the film. You just didn't know who was talking. So, they invite Henry D. Bernardo down to do a lecture. He does his lecture. The next day, they said, we're going to do a sit-down lecture. The guy comes out there and say, hey, but he set it all up. This was an informant, taking pictures of our homes, having us sign lists. The nigga got in there, the nigga got on his shit, he was talking this stuff. The brother got on there and said that you a damn informant. Weren't you taking pictures of our homes down here? And having us sign lists at the Masters in Atlanta. You having us down, these college students, sign lists. These brothers is at FAMU in college. Sign the list. Then, he said, what is the about Valentine and Bobby. First of all, Valentine, the motherfucker started him out. That's who get him started. He comes to meet the metaphysical master. He even said on the tape, I gotta thank Reverend Valentine because he is the one who started me out.
Brought me to New York. Brought me to New York.
Yeah, brought me to New York. He said, what is this shit you saying about Valentine and Bobby in the tape? The brother said, I said, now damn. There's an art to lying. If you're gonna lie, be a good liar. Now I know. Now, shit. I done lied myself out of some things. Lie. Never tell the truth. Anybody ever been down to the damn jailhouse? Some of y'all niggas got busted before. They got a science. Never, ever, ever tell the goddamn white man the truth. Or any black person. We the only idiots on the outside let the cracker done come. He lie all the time and tell you about integrity. But them brothers down in that jail, they know because they haven't been indoctrinated. Never tell the goddamn truth when you down here. Are you crazy? You gonna get 50,000 years anyway. At least show some dignity. This nigga gets on the tape. He said, didn't you say some shit about Bobby, Hemmitt, and Valentine? This nigga say, on the tape, I told you that in confidence. Well, if he ain't an agent, why he gonna say some shit like, goddamn? Brother, I told you that in confidence. Man, lie, man, I didn't tell you no shit like that. Jump up, get nigga over, I didn't say nothing like that. But don't say, I told you that in confidence. Valentine charged too much. Bobby talk about them demons. Then that nigga say, hey, you about to get somebody killed by putting that camera on. Didn't that nigga say that shit? He said, you're going to get somebody killed by putting that camera on. See, that cracker done told him, never blow your cover. You done blew the cover by admitting that you talking shit about the brothers that you supposed to be in camaraderie with. You see what I'm saying? Then this nigga said, you going to get somebody killed with that camera. So, make a long, they grilled his ass. We got the tape. He brought the motherfucker to New York. We got it. So to say that I'm not putting no lie out on nobody. These niggas got called out. And we got the tape. Henry DiBernardo, Conscious Rasta, Khaled, and that's it. The three major ones. Because those two tapes, they implicate each other. That nigga say, you gonna get somebody killed. Then he stood stand up. I want to thank everybody. Y'all did me so well. I love you all. You all treated me so good down here. And all of the guys say, I think you pathetic. You a disgrace. He gonna try to damn bargain his way out like everything all cool. And nigga say, you a disgrace. Well, brother, now first of all, you don't say this. Well, brother, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. Man, if you a good liar, you supposed to be turning over the damn table. You're supposed to really be upset that this brother's calling you an agent. You're not supposed to, well, that's your opinion. That kind of shit is this. You know? Bust them niggas out. Okay. Then this is what happens. Henry DiBernardo said we will know in 6 months whether this thing is happening, because that means something big getting ready to go down. All right. First of all, Henry DiBernardo calls cultural communication and says, I heard that Khaled threatened Bobby in Detroit. I said, I wasn't in no Detroit with no Khaled. I said, man, these niggas here, man, is really trying to damn get some shit started. I heard that Khaled threatened Bobby in Detroit. I said, oh, this that Operation Dirty Trick shit.
Yeah.
I said, so by the time the shit get back to Khaled, Well, Colin, I heard that Bobby said that you threatened him in Detroit. So Colin's sitting up in Soul Vegetarian down in a vegetarian restaurant in Atlanta. So I stepped to Colin, so I got me about 4 or 5 niggas with me. He got his boys. But it wasn't about no fighting. I said, no, we holding court. I got 4 or 5 of my niggas. You got 4 or 5 of your niggas. I said, so we got enough people here, so when I tell you this, you know how it's going down. You see what I'm saying? So even if he does know, I'm got my doggone jury here with me, or my judges. I said, now, Henry DiBernardo calls down to Cultural Communications and says, which is the black tape store down there. It's not a funk, but anyway, he calls down there and says, I heard that Colin threatened Bobby. Damn, Henry DiBernardo, you hearing a lot of fucking shit. In Detroit. I ain't been in no Detroit with no Colin. So I said, Colin, Henry DiBernardo calls down to Cultural and says that he heard that you threatened me. I said, so, I know that's some bullshit, but let me tell you how it's going to go down. So it's going to come to you that I said that you threatened me. He said, well, I didn't know nothing about it. I said, no, but I'm telling you how the shit going to go down with the bullshit, Operation Dirty Shirts, when the shit go down. I'm telling him this way, and I got my people, and I got his boys to let him know, if some shit come up, that's what Henry DiBernardo said, and if the shit come back that I said, we know what time it is. You see what I'm saying? I said, so I'm going to squash this shit right now. Okay. I said, damn, these niggas is going around the clock. Go down to Augusta. Nobody shows up at the lecture. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Next thing we know, there's a cemetery down there called Oakland Cemetery. My business partner, we riding around, we went to lunch. She said, well, I heard that Martin Luther King's, on one of your tapes, the KKK tape, that Martin Luther King's, the main Martin Luther King drive, the one that starts, all the other Martin Luther King drive, starts in the Confederate graveyard, which is with Margaret Mitchell, the one who did Gone with the Wind, is buried up in there. I said, yeah. She said, well, let's go by there. I said, that's it. So we rode by there to see the graveyard and see got on Martin Luther King, and that showed up. That shit ended up right in the Confederate graveyard. So I never really thought about this, and I said, I thought it was a Confederate graveyard. But the Spirit tells her, let's go in. I said, well, cool. So we get out the car, we go in, and all this energy started coming. She's catching energy. We can see some stuff mysterious because these people got this shit hooked up. They got obelisks, temples. This shit is like Hemmitt in the Confederate graveyard. So I'm figuring, well, hell, all these white bodies is done reincarnated back then. But they sure got some sacred architecture because these crackers is not getting buried in no kind of way because Masonic signs is everywhere. So we know, I said, well, it could just be the sacred architecture. It's our stuff that we catching this energy from. Or so I thought. We get back the next day, she called, she said, I can't get this graveyard out of my head. So she jumped on the internet and she find out that they got a lot of distinguished black people buried in the graveyard. The guy that started Morris Brown College, all these entrepreneurs and all these people buried in the Confederate graveyard. So she gets invited out to go out because her birthday is in November 22nd. She gets invited to go to lunch on her birthday. The Spirit whispers in my ear and say, she need to be in that graveyard on her birthday. I said, And she said, that's a good idea. So I called her, and so cool. We go to the graveyard on her birthday. We get down there. She said, there's a little black section. We trying to find the little black. Okay. So we go, I got into road cars, got a little small thing, so we're going to do a ritual. to these black bodies. We go up in the doggone office, a tall brother, look like early 40s, come out, he said, brother said like, yo, I'm glad y'all came, man. He said, because we don't never get no black visitors here. You know black people in graveyards. You know what I'm saying? But they just turned this thing into a national park. So he said, I'm glad you all came. He said, you know they got 12,000, no, 1,200? No, yeah. Do you know they got 12,000 black bodies in this Confederate graveyard? I said, goddamn. See, we don't analyze on this level. The slave holders was not no chewing tobacco people because poor people couldn't own slaves. These people were aristocrats and nobility over the rest of the white cracker scum. You see what I'm saying? These is top crackers, these slave holders. So that means these motherfuckers is hooked up in the Masonic know-how and shit about black people. That's how they rule your ass for 300 years. They knew who you were. So these